Hi, this is your girl Wilma, and we're going to be reading in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, and we're going to talk about overcoming the world through tribulations by having peace at the end of tribulations of our trials. So we're talking about where Jesus was talking about to his disciples in John chapter 16. We're going to go to verse 33. And it says, "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulations, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." I thinking that he's saying that if he can overcome the world, we can too. He came down here in a fleshly world, in a fleshly body, just like our bodies, and so he overcome this world, and we can too. And and what we're going to be studying about is overcoming the world, overcoming this world through through the tribulations that we go through. We have to do it by faith, right? And there are a lot of things that we have to go through. The fact we're going to be working with faith. We're going to working through getting over the tribulations, and over this world. This world, it means that over pride, over lust, over favorite sins and stuff like that. We have to overcome those things. And this is not just one day thing. It's a daily thing. It's a daily, the rest of your life is overcoming this world, because the devil likes to throw them temptations at us. All right. As when Jesus was talking about to his disciples, he had victory over the sin and death and over the worldly tribulations. He had faith, didn't he? He overcome this world, didn't he? If you would turn over to Romans chapter 5, verse 3 and 5, and we will find that. Romans chapter 5. I got it marked here. Verse 3 and 5 through 5. It says, chapter 5, Romans 3 through 5. "And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulations worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us." And you say, why do we glory? Well, that's developing a character of through the character of patience, and it's building our faith through it. It's building our faith through and work through the works and patience. It's building us. The Lord builds us. All right. It says, why do we overcome the world? And that it means is doing God's will. It's by doing His will, and that is overcoming temptations, such as pride, selfishness, such as material desires, while building our faith in Jesus Christ. It is a process of resisting sin, to overcoming spiritual emotions and the worldly challenges, and choosing to follow divine teachings rather than human philosophies. Doing God's will is a spiritual victory. We get victory through it. Resisting temptations, it drives out the spirits. You have to be willing to abandon your favorite sins. Faith as the key. It's the key. If we turn to 1 John 5 and 4, and 1 John is in the back of the book. All right. 1 John is in the back of the book. The back of the Bible, that is. All right. 1 John. We're going to turn over to chapter 5 and verse 4. It says, "Who is he that overcometh the world? But he that believeth in Jesus is the Son of God." Not only do we do that, but we have to have faith, to have faith in Him, and and we have to do a lot of resisting of sins. We have to resist this world. All right, let's turn over to Romans chapter 5. Romans chapter 5 and verse 3 and 5. We did read this, but we'll read it again. Verse 3, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations, also knowing that tribulations worketh patience. Turn to James chapter 1, verse 3. Let's go down to verse 3. Chapter 1, James. Knowing this, that trying of the faith, it worketh patience. Our faith is going to be tried. It's going to be tried because he tries us because he wants to know where we stand. All right, let's go to James, chapter 1, verse 3. Knowing this, that trying of your faith worketh patience. I know I read that one. All right, go to Revelations chapter 3, and I'm almost done. We're almost done. Chapter 3, verse 5 through 6, and it says, He that overcometh the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He will give us He will not blot us our names out of the book of life. He will clothe us in white raiment. And so he don't want you don't want the Lord to be ashamed of us when we come before him, because when we come before him, we'll have a cloth that's cleaned through the Spirit. And he will confess our names before his Father, that we that overcome this world. And I hope that I have taught you about faith and about patience and overcoming this world, and we have to resist it. We have to be strong to resist it. We have to have the Lord and have the Holy Ghost to help us to resist this world, and if we resist it, that devil will flee from us, and all them things that he tempts us with, it will flee from us. So I hope you enjoyed our Bible study today, and hope you get a blessing out of it, and I hope you have a good day.